Natureboy is currently facing life without parole with an extra 10 years for the false accusation of grape, the R word. Why didn't Hulu put on a Natureboy documentary that the R word was never mentioned at all whatsoever by the alleged victim when she first went to the police to make the police report to try to get Eligio Bishop, Natureboy, locked up?
So basically what he did was posted a couple videos of you without your consent, right? On Twitter. Right. Anything else?
He also had his women abuse me, like jump me. So that's another thing.
That wasn't a charge.
Yeah, I would not join any more cults, just...
Her being touched by any woman or being jumped by anybody, I don't see that as any of the charges. That boy clearly said, okay, is there anything else? You feel what I'm saying to you? All you said was he put some videos of you in. Well, that's it. You feel what I'm saying to you? Is there anything else just to make sure? The R word did not come out her mouth not one time. It wasn't until Detective Gregory Moore influenced her and got in her head and coerced her to make her believe that Natureboy was a bad individual.
Trying to get this Natureboy for a minute because of some things he's seen online. Trying to get this Natureboy for a minute because of some things he's seen online. And yeah, here you are. I think we got a pretty good case here. I mean, really, I do. But it all, for now, comes down to you. Because if you saddle across you, I mean, we got nothing. This guy needs to be jammed up. He needs to get... Let's go.
I think he needs to put in a mental hospital so he can get out.
Well, they got that in prison.
Yeah, I want that.
Okay, but here's the thing, and I understand you still got feelings for him, okay? And I get that. But he's not a good man.
I thought he was.
The guy is not a good man. It sounds like he could probably go both ways.
Right.
Well, he needs to continue that in prison. I'm sorry, that guy is just not a good person, not a good human being. He don't need to be out here. And I tell this to a lot of people.
Malicious prosecution. Malicious prosecution. You don't like that person, you don't like what they talking about, so you feel like they gotta get jammed up because you convicted. The whole trial was never about seeking justice because anybody got R-worded. It was about getting Natureboy jammed up and locked up because of what he speaks about and what he does online. That's never a reason to give anybody time of life without parole with an extra 10 years to the point where they get stabbed 9 times. That's not a righteous reason. That's not a valid reason. That's very corrupt. That's called malicious prosecution, and you gonna get your karma. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. She never mentioned the R word. She never wanted to accuse him of the R word. It wasn't until she started doing little interviews with these little spiritual little trolls, these little communities that y'all think is so spiritual. Whole time they be doing witchcraft and shit. She was getting influenced by these motherfuckers out here and the detectives to get Natureboy locked up. That's how great the power is. That these motherfuckers gotta group up and do witchcraft and work with the detectives to try to put away the Christ and try to lock up the Christ consciousness and try to lock away the truth. Bitch, it's the second return. The truth is here. You can't stop the ancestors from activating. The word is here. The frequency is here. You can't stop it. You could try to delete my YouTube like y'all did. Y'all took down all 800 of my videos from the past 7 years, 8 years on my YouTube. It don't matter. All I'm going to do is go harder and go harder. Y'all done took down TV YouTube again. It don't matter. All we going to do is keep on putting out the videos and keep on putting out the clips and keep on spreading the message of Chief's innocence. And the fact that Natureboy is Christ and that we are Natureboy. Natureboy is us. That's your reflection. That's your brother. How you gonna call yourself a light worker, a spiritual being, and acknowledge everything to be God? Oh, Rashad Jamal, that's a God. Oh, Dr. Malicious, that's a God. But once it comes to the name Natureboy, it's like the whole, you see everybody's spirit inside their face just like sizzle around their face. It's like, what is that? Y'all, If here we have an alleged victim at hand, who at the first initial police report never stated the R word. She never stated that she was raped. Why did the judge do all this?
Rape, he'll be sentenced to life without the possibility of parole.
Damn!
Followed by 10 years consecutive for the false imprisonment. And on the internet porn, count 3, 12 months to serve. Concurrent to the false imprisonment. The internet porn will run concurrent to the false imprisonment.
The alleged victim never stated in the initial first police report with Officer Huey that she was R-worded. Why did the judge come through and say Life without parole, extra 10 years for a random R word. Who is R worded? Man, dude, this is the same judge that just retired in February 2026 after she said some racist shit about the Palestinians.
At this point, I advise any Arab or brown attorney or Arab or brown defendant before Judge Stacey Heydrich to ask for a recusal. I think that this in and of itself is enough to show a very significant bias. This is a person that holds a high position of authority. This is a person who also holds a secondary position of oversight. These are things that you should be looking at. How is this person the one in control of the oversight? How is this person able to make comments like this and be able to get away with it?
The whole court trial was biased, but now she done resigned. Even the jurors were biased. They know who Natureboy was. They didn't like him. The whole thing was biased. So now we need a new juror selection, a righteous juror selection. Manifesting a new judge, manifesting a new righteous lawyer, manifesting a new trial. We popping out there. Natureboy coming home. Natureboy is innocence. 3 is free.